But that's about it, okay? So why don't we get started? What I think is of interest to people. Maureen, do you want to kick it off?
Good afternoon.
We've seen it so many times.
I'm Maureen Story. I'm with the Food and Beverage Committee. And for the last, since January 31st, I've been chairing the task force looking at the lounge. I will characterize Let's Meet as a sequel to Project Let's Eat, which was consumer research that was conducted within the community last summer and fall, asking residents through focus groups and surveys their ideas and input for how we might improve our food and beverage operations. So this is an update of what the task force has been up to since January 31st. We've met about a dozen times for 2 or 3 hours each. We're all still good friends. And we've had broad representation across the committees. So the board, budget and finance, food and beverage, facilities, golf, strategic planning, as well as up to par, have all been very involved with discussing this. And if I forgot anybody, I apologize for that. So this is an update on Project Let's Meet. By and large, what we need a lounge. That's the bottom line of what the task force has discussed for the last few months. Residents have asked for and want a convivial, social, and lively gathering place to have fun. They also want a place to socialize, to hang out, relax over a cup of coffee, read the newspaper, check email, what have you. But this is what residents have told us. Project Let's Eat asked residents in the community if they support a bar lounge in the Heritage Hunt dining room. You can see the majority said yes. Earlier research from St. Mawes asked residents their preference for dining out. And you can see 2/3 of residents prefer dining out at a restaurant that has a bar. How big is the opportunity for us? I'm not going to share with you the USDA Economic Research Service data. There was a report published last fall, 2018, that asked Americans our age, i.e. 55 plus and up, how often they eat food away from home. That was a nationally representative survey, so the data are statistically significant. I will tell you that the research that we conducted with Project Let's Eat, as well as the St. Mawes research, are very consistent with the results from the nationally representative survey. How big is the opportunity? Through Project Let's Eat, we asked our residents, how often do you eat out at a restaurant for lunch? As you can see, a good share of us, the majority of us, eat out for lunch at a restaurant at least once or twice a month. More than a quarter of us say that we eat out at a restaurant for lunch 1 or 2 times a week. For dinner, most of us eat out for dinner at least once or twice a month. Almost half of us eat out for dinner at a restaurant once or twice a week, and there's not an insignificant number who eat out 3 or 4 times per week at a restaurant for dinner. So the opportunity is there. The demand is there. What are the resident benefits? This is social central for Heritage Hunt. And we need to have the attitude, this is my club. This is my club. It's a place to meet with friends. It's a place to make new friends. And it's in a safe, friendly, convenient meeting place within our community. You don't have to drive outside the gates. Considerations that the working group looked at. We looked at the clubhouse. We looked at downstairs and the existing footprint of the restaurant. You can see downstairs we've got an alcove at the base of the staircases that would accommodate 2, maybe 3 people. That's it. So you're going to be real friendly. In the existing footprint of the restaurant, we've got a lot more room to work with. Downstairs, what are the considerations for cost? Downstairs, we would have a significant build-out because of the space limitations. We'd have to add an additional beer tap system, walk-in coolers, additional walk-in coolers, coolers for storage behind the bar, which would include garnishes and things like that, hot and cold water lines, drainage, electrical, furniture. In the existing location, yes, there would be some moderate modifications, but we have a beer tap system. We have the walk-in coolers. We'd probably need to have some modest modifications to the coolers behind the bar, and there may be some minimal renovations to the rest of the features, such as the hot and cold water lines, etc. Incremental operating costs. Downstairs, under current conditions, we would have to add a manager that would also serve as a bartender. We'd need a food runner to take food up and down the stairs. Hopefully it's still hot by the time they get down there. Their pedometers will probably be overheated. And we would also need a server or a bar back because the manager cannot leave the lounge unattended. In the existing location, under current operating conditions, we have a bartender, we have food runners, and we have servers and bar backs. What does the new lounge offer? Coffee. Coffee drinks such as cappuccino, latte, chai tea, soft drinks, your favorite adult beverages, baked goods, snacks and meals, and internet access. It's a place to socialize. It's a place to hang out and have fun. What might this look like? As you can as you can see, hopefully this works. Maybe, there it is. This is the kitchen area, and here's the elevator. You can see that the server comes out of the kitchen with your food, stops at the service bar, which is there currently, takes a hard right into the main part of the restaurant, or alternatively, takes a hard left into the lounge area, and certainly there is seating at the bar itself. Another view of this, you can see, here's the ballroom entry, there's the kitchen again. So you've got seating at tables and chairs, you've got seating at the bar. I think that this rendition is very tasteful and it's elegant, and it fits very nicely into our current genre, whatever, decor. Thank you. I'm not a decorator. So, conclusions. This achieves the residents' desire for social central. And it has, this is my club attitude. It optimizes residents' patronage of our existing amenity. Our request to the board from the working group is to add this to the active projects in Phase 1 master plan and commence build-out in Q1 of 2020. Our other request is, let's go.
Thank you, Maureen.